So what I want to do in this lesson, I just want to show you the different fraction types. There are three different types of fractions that you're going to get. The first type of fraction that you're going to get is the regular proper fraction. The next type you're going to get is called a mixed number fraction. And the last one that you're going to get is called an improper fraction. Now, each of them can be used with the regular operations that we did before. But the first thing that you must do is you must convert the fraction to improper or proper. You can't work with a mixed number fraction. Or rather, I should say it like this. You can work with it, but it gets a little more confusing to work with it. Let's say, for example, you have 2.5 and you have to perform any operations with that 2.5. It is always best to convert it to an improper fraction. What you have to do is multiply the 2 by the bottom number, which is the 2, and then you add the top result. So 2 have to multiply by the 2, and then you add the result on the top. So this number here is the denominator of the fraction, this number here is the numerator of the fraction, and this one here is simply the whole number part of the fraction, 2.5. So now when you simply multiply these two, that's 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. And what you write it back as is 5 divided by 2. This here is the equivalent of 2.5. If it is that you have a proper fraction, the number on the top of the fraction, let's say 3 on 4, is always smaller. So a proper fraction has a denominator that is larger, large denom. So you have a large denominator on the underneath and a small numerator on the top when you have a proper fraction. When you have an improper, you have a large numerator and a small denominator. So this is just one thing I wanted to point out to you so that you can still understand that yes, you can do all the other operations, but first it requires you to convert your mixed number fraction to an improper fraction. So as I said, you can only use this, or it's easier to use that and that to perform operations when dealing with fractions.